Oh, come, night, come, Romeo, come, thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of love, but not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes and may not wear them. Ugh. Oh, here comes my nurse! Oh, ay me, what news?
Laertes.
Why dost thou wring thy hands?
He's dead! He's dead! Oh, we are undone, lady, we are undone. Oh, alack the day, he's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo,
Break
whoever would
my
have
heart,
known it?
poor
Romeo!
bankrupt, break at once.
Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever
What
I should
storm
live to
is this
see
that
thee
blows
dead.
so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin, and my dearer lord, then dreadful trumpet sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh, God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alas the day, it did.
Oh, serpent heart, hid with a flowering face, did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no faith, no trust, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish! He was not born to shame. Oh, what a beast was I to chide at him!
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain. Tybalt is dead, that would have slain my husband. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. Oh, that banisheth, that one word banisheth, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended there. Romeo is banished. Oh. To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. Oh, there is no end, no limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound.
Hie to your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here at night. I'll to him. He is hid at Friar Lawrence's cell.
I'll find him, and bid him come take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth! Come forth, thou fearful man! Oh, affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom?
A most gentle judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence, banished is banished from the world, and world's exile is death. Then banished is death mistermed. Calling death banished, thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe, and smout'st upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin! O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law and turned the black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest not.
Thou canst not speak of that. Thou dost not feel.
Arise! One knocks! Good Romeo, hide thyself! Hark how they knock! Who's there? Oh, Romeo, arise! Thou wilt be taken! By and by! God's will, what simpleness is this? I come! Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome, then.
Holy Friar. Oh, tell me, Holy Friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
He is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy. Nurse, spakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Doth she not think me an old murderer, now I have stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed but little from her own? Where is she, and how doth she, and what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love? Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then starts up. And Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and then down falls again. As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her, as that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand! Thou hast amazed me. Wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady that in thy life lives? Arise, rouse thee. Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wert but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings lights upon thy back. Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber. Hence, and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 200,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is! My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Hie you, make haste, for it grows very late.
Go hence, good knight, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
But that a joy past joy calls out on me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell, dear father.
Wilt thou be gone? Oh, it is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Oh, believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhaled to be to thee this night a torch-bearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. How is my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
Oh, it is. Oh, hie hence, be gone, away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light. More dark and dark our woes.
Madam,
Nurse?
your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window, let day in, and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss, and I'll descend.
Oh, think'st thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve for sweet discourse in our time to come. Adieu, adieu.
Ho, daughter, are you up?
Who is it that calls? Oh, it is my lady mother. Is she not down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What, wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou could not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not. Weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua, where that same banished runagate doth live. I shall give him such an unaccustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tybalt company, and then, I hope, thou wilt be satisfied. Come now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, that thou expects not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time. Well, what day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride.
Oh, here comes your father. Tell him so yourself, and see how he will take it at your hands.
How now, a conduit girl? What? Still in tears? Evermore showering? How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
What is this? Thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds. But fetter your fine joint skins Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither.
Oh, good father, I beseech you on my knees.
Hang thee,
Hear me
young
with patience,
baggage,
but to speak
disobedient wretch!
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone, in company. Still my care hath been to have her matched, and having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me! But if you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Trust to, bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity, sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week. Or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh, God. Oh, nurse. How shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth unless that husband sended me from heaven by leaving earth? Oh, comfort me, counsel me.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing, that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you. Then, since the case so stands as now it doth, I think it best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dish cloud to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew my fairy heart, I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And my soul, too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Go in and tell my lady I am gone. Having displeased my father, to Lawrence's cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
Mary, I will, and this is wisely done.
Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue which she hath praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor. Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
Thursday, Count Paris? The time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears. Look, sir, here comes thy lady toward thy cell. Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love. On Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to the friar? Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
Oh, the tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest it more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth, and what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come, weep with me, past hope, past cure, past help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hear'st of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do so, but call my resolution wise. And with this knife I'll help
Hold,
it
daughter!
presently.
I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate in execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If thou darest, I will give thee remedy. Hold, then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off. When presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death.
Friar!
Now, when Count Paris in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead.
Dead!
Then, as the manner of our country is, thou shalt be borne to the same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from this present shame. If no inconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting
Tell me not of fear.
Hold. Get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father. Aye, those attires are best. But, gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well thou know'st, is cross and full of sin.
What? Are you busy, ho? Need you my help?
No, madam. We have culled such necessaries as are behooful for our state tomorrow. So please you, let me now be left alone. Oh, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Come, Vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? What if it be a poison, which the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead? Lest in this marriage he should be dishonored, because he married me before to Romeo. Oh, I fear it is. And yet, methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. How, if, when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo comes to redeem me? Oh, there's a fearful point! Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours in the night, spirits resort. Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefather's joint, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage, with some great kinsman's bone, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Oh, stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo, I come! This do I drink to thee.
Mistress! What, mistress? Juliet! How fast I warrant her, she... Why, lamb? Why, lady? Fie, you slug, a bed? Why, love, I say! Madam! Sweetheart! Why, bride? What? Not a word? You take your penny's worth now, sleep for a week, for the next night I warrant the county parrot hath set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. God forgive me, Mary, and amen. How sound is she asleep? I must needs wake her.
Madam! 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 What? In your clothes? And dressed? And down again? I must needs wake you. Lady! 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 Oh, alas, alas, help! Help! My lady's